Vaccines are very good. We are helping people, but end of the day, your immune system is actually what will help you not only prevent infections, but many of these different types of actually cancers that occur. Basically, there's a gatekeeper, which is immune cells in your body. We got different types of T lymphocytes. They kill either virus, bacteria, or cancer cells. So they stop it growing. When your immune system goes down, which usually occurs after 50, that's why cancers and other diseases occur in older people. That's the reason, because your immune system is not as strong as when you're younger. So doing yoga, meditation, exercise at least 30 minutes a day, and controlling what you eat and drink at home is very important, because one of the things is, the worst thing is to tell your children not to drink cola, and you bring a dozen of cola every Saturday at home. Not to drink while the dad has a carton of beer on the table. So these are simple things, but you have to be mindful of, if you really want to actually change the way what we, in terms of prevention, they're basic things. They are not very technical things that we can do. So once you are in this age group, definitely make sure between 40 and 49. I work for the breast screen units at Parramatta, at Liverpool, and North Shore, and RTA. So the practice is, make sure you try and make an appointment if you are between 40 and 49, because the screening is open from 50 to 74 years of age. So anytime anyone can go to the breast screen, and it's free of charge. You can get a mammogram done. And that's very important. If you don't be scared, because when you get a mammogram done, it's not that everything that is picked is a cancer. 65% of whatever things are picked on the X-ray are actually benign, and benign things are not cancer. And it is important to actually get picked something which is not cancerous, so that there's a cyst, there's what's called a fibroadenoma. There are many different types of small lumps and bumps that can occur around your periods and things, or in menopause. They are not cancer, so you don't have to worry about it. So it's important to get that known too. But then by doing so, you can pick something very early, and that is why screening is very important. That try and attend breast screen. Similarly for cervix cancer, make sure you are doing your cervical what's called liquid-based cytology and other tests. And all other cancers, it's very important, because as I say, the real hope is actually picking any of these things as early as we can. So hopefully I've been able to actually just give a brief overview of what the cancer is, what you can do once you get it, plus the reasons why we are increasingly getting these cancers. The other thing about having a better lifestyle is, once you develop cancer, having a meat-based, plant-based diet mainly shows much better response to treatment to breast cancer. So that includes fasting as well. So you know how we have Ekadasi, and we have in Hindus probably know that every month we need to fast. So doing fasting is very, during your treatment as well, be radiation or medical treatment, it's very helpful if you fast. If you have a plant-based diet, it's actually very helpful in terms of your response to cancers as well. So the benefit is not only in prevention, the benefit of these things are also during the treatment as well. So try and actually incorporate better lifestyles, and somebody is offering to do some yoga and meditation sessions. Try and join them, try and get your daughters involved in these things. It's very important that the awareness of prevention is there, whilst we can make lots of big buildings in Westmead, as you can see, there's buildings and big buildings everywhere of treatment. That's what we can do as a responsible, government has to do those things. But at an individual level, in a public level, the home is the place where you have to take responsibility of your health. Sometimes, when we are in Western country, the problem is we start thinking, because we pay tax, the government has the responsibility of doing my everything. It's actually with health that doesn't hold. At end of the day, it is your primary responsibility, because government can't do prevention. That's why you can see very little prevention happening. We can only do secondary or tertiary level of treatment, and that's why there's all this level of treatment that's happening, which is very good, because this is how we can actually, at least through this generation and next generation, help our society. But for a longer time, I'm talking for 20 or 30 years, we really need to go back to very basics of how we are living this life and be able to actually incorporate good practices. So, and it is, the benefit of that is, so if you look after yourself, it's not only breast cancer, then it's your bowel cancer, which is the commonest cancer in this country, your gynecological, ovarian, cervical. So if stopping smoking, for example, doesn't only reduce the risk of breast cancer or alcohol, but it reduces the risk of your liver cancer or stomach cancer. And I get to see so many migrant people, and being from Fiji, a lot of people approach me on a weekly basis. I'm helping people from Fiji going through. Last week only, I had a woman of 40-year-old with gastric cancer. So it's not, nobody is actually, immune from these things. This thing will happen. So try and actually share this knowledge around and try and be part of something like, you must be positive minded. That's why you are attending. It's very hard to actually reach people who really need help because they're the ones who don't attend sessions and things like this. So share it with others. I have, if you need some help, I have videos and other stuff on social media which talking about breast cancer. You can share it around. Next one is prostate cancer month as well, and I hope your group can do something similar because men, how many men are here? No, many won't be here. And even if you call a prostate cancer, dinner or lunch, the seats will be empty. So men won't do anything for themselves. So women might have to do that as well. So that's why my request is if you can do a prostate cancer, then if you want, we can do through dementia, Alzheimer's disease. We can do lung cancer next year. We can do bowel cancer. Each month, if you can actually take some time out to talk about these things, this will help our family. Because we have, I see, flyers everywhere of this, what's called night out, disco. There's this everywhere, every weekend almost. This is very important because this is going to save your life. So if we are able to, as a group, as a community, start thinking on these lines, that we need to actually really revisit the basics and for our children's sake, so that we actually get the children educated. The media is very busy in other things. As you can see, the news has no time for actually coverage of these stuff. And I'm really grateful that today we're having this session of actually having women, and I'm sure there are multiple families who will go back and actually have better knowledge of what breast cancer is and what actually you can do about it, and try and help your family. Thank you all, and if there's any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Thank you so much. Wow.